Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. We're back again with the continuation of looking at the wild and looking at all the trees and the rivers and all that. This is a comparative perspective between the monument in Solwezi, known as Chifuwa River Monument, as well as the Heno Hiking Trails in the Republic of South Africa. Just look at the environment itself and make a comparative perspective on how it looks like. And then the other question in regards to this is you're going to see that there are curves in the Republic of South Africa, the Henop hiking trails, as well as the caves at the Chifuwa River Monument in Solwezi in the Republic of Zambia. So basically, the comparative perspective is based on these curves that are here. So if you look at the curves, and if you think of who made those caves, a lot of people say it's a bushman a long time ago, and then others could say it's extraterrestrial that used to live in those curves, the aliens or whatever you call it. But basically, if you look at the reality of the world that we live in, basically mankind, we were not the first people to be created on planet Earth or to be put on planet Earth. Actually, there were other creatures before us. We're not speaking of the animals, but we're speaking of people that lived here. Actually, I don't know whether I should call them people, but basically, they are known as the jinns, and other people could call them the aliens. Other people have named them as the Anunnakis that came over to planet Earth, and others could call them whatever you want to call them, and others could even call them reptilians and so on. But you got to know exactly what it is. If you speak of reptilians, you really have to know what you're speaking about, and if you speak of the Anunnakis and uh, Anu and the children that they had, which is Anki and Enlil, you got to know exactly what you're talking about. So basically, when it comes to some of the scriptures, I'm not going to mention which scripture. Basically, you'll find that the genes lived on planet Earth way earlier than human beings. So they were here first. This is their home. Then afterwards, mankind was created and put on Earth or came on Earth. Then afterwards, we started living together. So we coexist, actually. We live with them. We live with these extraterrestrial beings, but we can't see them because they are multidimensional creatures. We are also multidimensional, but the unfortunate part is we're just not capable of discovering ourselves. So I just thought my instincts were telling me it's about time to start speaking about those things. So probably next time we're gonna stretch a little bit. We're gonna dive a little bit deeper into this conversation because they have a lot of technologies and they have a lot of things that they can do that mankind can do. So basically, we could learn a little bit more based on the facts. So thank you for watching and see you in the next one. And if you're watching for the first time, please consider subscribing and give us a like and click the notification bell to get notified every single time we post a new video. Thank you for watching again. And for those that have subscribed, we highly appreciate your subscription because we want to grow this channel and probably we're going to add on a little bit of some awakening. That's the reason why we're speaking of the jinn, we're speaking of the aliens, we're speaking of the Anunnakis, etc. Because we want to look at the holistic approach of how we could develop and discover more of ourselves as human beings.